Welcome back, everyone, for another week of BP Kids Online. We're so glad that you're able to join us this weekend. Hopefully you've been able to tune in over the last couple of weeks, and especially last week where we started our new series called Crossover. Over the next month, we are going to be going more through the Old Testament and talking about different people and extraordinary people throughout the Bible. Today, we're going to be talking about a woman named Ruth, and I'm really excited for you to learn all about her.
Welcome back, everyone, from commercial break. I'm your host, Denica, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the big idea. God gave our Bible character, Ruth, strength so that she could become super loyal and bold to do something super extraordinary. In our own lives, God can give us the strength that we need to do stuff that might be a little bit out of our comfort zone. Now, here is Pastor Elaine with sports.
Thank you, Denica. Now to sports. Today at BP Kids, we are going to do the most amazing strength test. I've got the strongest guy we could find, a Fope, and the strongest girl we could find, which was Grace. Now, strength doesn't just come with the muscles that God's given you. It also comes from the strength that He's given you from the inside. But let's take a stronger look to see how strong these guys really are. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do today to test our strength is to see what items these guys can really pick up. We've got this large container here, a box of jewels, and 2 paint cans. So we'll see how strong these guys really are. Okay, Fope, we'll start with you first. Which items can you pick up? Which do you think would be the easiest one to pick up first? Sometimes it's not all about size, Fope. Can you pick it up? Is he lifting it? Yes! 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 Good job, Fope! Woo! Okay, Grace, can you pick that one up? Oh! She can pick 2 of them up! Wow! Okay, you can put them down. Thank you so much for that feat of strength. Now, what about our treasure box? Who's able to lift it? Treasure's very heavy. Okay, Fope, take it away. See if you can pick that one up. Is he able to do it? Let's see. Oh, he's struggling. He's struggling. Is he gonna get it? Did he get it? Oh, yes. He's gotten that one. Great job, Fope. Okay, Grace, your turn. Bend those knees. Lift with your knees, not with your back. Can you get it? Can you get it? Can you get it? Yeah! Whoa! Good job, Grace. Now, the most heaviest one here is yet to come. Let's see if our competitors can get this one. Okay, Fope, you're first. Heaviest thing we've got. Super heavy. Can you do it? Is he doing it? Is he getting it? Oh no! Good try, Fope. Okay, Grace, your turn. Let's see if you are the champion at this. Bend with your knees. Bend with your knees. She gonna get it? Oh, she got it! Way to go, Grace! Way to go! You are our strength test champion. Awesome work. Fope, bring it in. Bring it in. So, Fope, good try today.
Yeah, good game.
So, what went wrong? What went wrong with that last one?
You know what? I was depending on my strength alone, and I didn't have the inner strength, you know? I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, we're so proud that you came out today, you lifted, but don't worry. God wants to give you that internal strength. Next time, I know you're going to be able to do it.
Thank you, Pastor Lane. Thank you for the good competition. Next time.
Well, thank you so much, Grace. Thank you so much, Fope. Back to you, Denica.
Thanks, Pastor Elaine. Now, for a very special interview with a very special guest star. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Boaz and Bros, I'm your host, Danica Sarni, and today I'm going to be speaking with one of the Old Testament's finest. She's strong, she's bold, she's loyal, she's a personal friend of mine. Who is she? She's Ruth. Let's give it up, everyone.
Thank you, Danica, so much for having me today.
Thank you for being here. We are so excited to have you. So, today I'm going to ask you the question that all the fans are wondering. How are things?
You know, I've never been better.
Yeah? And how are the grandkids?
Oh my gosh, the grandkids are great. Did you know that my great-great-great-grandson David actually became king?
That's really special
I
for
know,
your family.
I'm so proud. I'm just so proud.
Yeah.
And you know who came from the line of David?
Who?
Jesus. I know,
That's
right?
crazy.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel so blessed.
And how's your mother-in-law?
Oh, Naomi is doing wonderful. Yeah, she's doing wonderful. I just love her so much.
So tell us about Naomi. How did all of this happen?
You know, Naomi is doing so well. And you know, Naomi, she's my mother-in-law. And so way back in the day, I actually married one of her sons. And I married into the Israelite family because they were an Israelite family, but I wasn't. I married into their family, and unfortunately, my first husband passed away. Yeah, so sad. But, and Naomi's husband, my father-in-law, also passed away. And so both of us were left without a husband, and normally the husband, back in those times, was the provider for the family. And so typically when you would be widowed, you would go home to your own family. So I would have went home to my own family, and Naomi would have went home to hers. But since she had just lost her husband and her two sons, I didn't want to leave her alone. So I really had to take some inner strength and stay with her instead of returning to my own family. And we stuck together, and we decided to go home to her family together.
And what'd you guys do there?
Well, when we got there, we were very hungry. Normally, where the husband is the provider, we had to try and figure out what we would do for food. And so I decided that I would go into the field and I would glean some wheat, which basically means anything that the harvesters would drop on the ground, I would collect as much of it as I could so that Naomi and I could eat. But then, the owner of the field spotted me.
Who was that?
Boaz.
Boaz? I think I've heard about him.
Yes. So he spotted me in the field collecting some of the grain off of the ground. And I will say there's not a lot to collect off of the ground because it's only what the harvesters would maybe drop as they were going by. But Boaz told his workers that they should leave a little bit of extra behind for me so that I could collect it.
That is so sweet of him.
I know. So then I was collecting more and more wheat, and I was able to meet him. And so I went home and I told Naomi, I met a man named Boaz, and he's been very, very kind to me. And she was so excited, and I thought, why is she so excited? You know what I found out?
What'd you find out?
Boaz is her relative.
That's insane.
Yeah. Naomi at this time was so sad. She just felt so bitter. She actually changed her name to, in Hebrew, what meant bitter. She was so upset that she lost her husband and her son, and now there was no hope for her family. She wouldn't be able to have an heir in her family. But Boaz, being her relative and being the kinsman redeemer of the family.
Wait, well, what's a kinsman redeemer?
Well, a kinsman redeemer is someone in the family who could preserve the inheritance of someone who had passed away. So when Boaz chose to marry me, then he was able to actually redeem the inheritance of Naomi's husband who had passed away so that the family inheritance could continue.
Interesting. And how did you go about actually getting to marry him?
Well, Naomi had a plan.
What was the plan?
She told me that I should marry Boaz since he's our kinsman redeemer, and then our family could continue to have its inheritance. So, she wanted me to dress up in my nicest clothes, this outfit right here,
Beautiful.
and she told me that I should go into his tent at nighttime and lay at his feet.
That seems a little bit odd.
It is a little bit odd, but I did what she told me, and Boaz woke up and he was kind of startled. I mean, I don't really blame him. Probably was a little unexpected.
Yeah.
But I was just doing what Naomi told me I should do. And so when he woke up, I asked him if he would be our kinsman redeemer, if he would marry me. And he said yes.
That is so awesome.
I know. So, anyways, we got married, and now I'm a part of God's family because I was married again into the Israelite family.
And tell us, did God give you any help in this adventure?
Yes, God gave me extraordinary strength. It took a lot of strength for me to actually stay with Naomi and for us to travel home to where her family lives and for us to try and survive together. And you know what? At the end of the day, even though both of us went through so much hardship, we know that God gives us the strength to continue on and to live in the way that He wants us to live.
That's so awesome. Thank you for sharing. Now, wasn't that such a great interview with my personal friend, Ruth? In her story, God gave her the strength that she needed so that she could help redeem her family. In our lives, God can give us the strength that we need to do things that are out of the ordinary. And with this week's Bible verse, Zuby.
Thank you, Danica. So today's Bible verse is coming from Ephesians 3:20. It says, God is able to do far more than we could ever ask for or imagine. He does everything by His power that is working in us. So basically, God can give us the courage and the strength to do what we need to do.
Well, to all the families at home, thank you for watching. We hope you had a fun time. Make sure you tune in next week where we learn about...
Do you smell burning?
No. Anyways, guys, go buy the best-selling book of all time and check out a book about my personal friend, Ruth. It's called Ruth.
Well, we're so glad that you're able to join us this weekend for another week of BP Kids Online. Hopefully you enjoyed this week's segment where we learn more about Ruth and how God gives us extraordinary strength. Don't forget that this week, those of you who have registered for day camp will see you on Monday. We're so excited, but we also have some more exciting things coming up for kids and families this summer, so make sure your parents are staying tuned, checking their emails, because we have lots of fun things planned, and we'll see you next time.